Hey guys, Drifter here. This is my first game on Hangar 18, or, well, that's a little bit of a lie. This is actually my second game on Hangar 18, but it'll be my first whole game. The first time I played, I hopped in the lobby with these same players, and I ended up playing about half of the game. That first game was me running around with dual scorpions because for some reason I thought this was going to be the small map instead of the very, very large long-range map, and I ended up getting raped a lot. But I did learn a little bit about what's going on. I didn't learn enough to know that that's a popular rush spot for ghost douchebags and lightweight people kind of like me. I'm running a hardline pro here, but I have marathon pro on almost all my classes for domination. This map's really cool. You can see the alien bodies right there. When I come back by, there'll be a dude standing on them, checking them out all in detail. I honestly should have stopped to check out the bodies and the other things to show you guys on this map, but I didn't. This is one of the very long-range engagement points, and that's a really cool dolphin dive point. Next time I play with a lightweight class, I'm totally trying that. What people like to do in this area, they like to camp from where the sniper is right here on the array, or what's that, the big satellite thingy? Yeah, there's the dude on top of the alien bodies, or in the window, or on top of the Blackbird. On top of the Blackbird is probably the most popular spot just because it's in the pictures and it's very easy to get to. It's a high-risk, high-reward location if you camp up there. I personally prefer to come underneath the Blackbird and lay down against this side wall or the other side wall because I know everybody's going to run down this ramp and I can get 1 or 2 kills. I saw the sniper up there by the sign and didn't want to rush, so I just figured I'd shoot this guy and run around, but I did not have time. Got shot by the guy sitting on top of the Blackbird. I'll get up on top of the Blackbird in a little bit. See, you just saw the Gersh device in the corner, or the black hole, or the teleport, or the antimatter. I thought I could hop up on that side rail. I just wanted to see what would happen. But the Blackbird is very difficult. You have little to no cover up there, but you can see the entire map. You do have the advantage of getting behind an engine, so you get a little bit of cover, and I found a nice spot that doesn't give you some cover, but some concealment. I'm going to pick up a quick double kill here on some people that absolutely weren't paying attention to me, and that guy whose name starts with an A that I can't honestly read right now in the preview window, I think I'm going to kill him 3 times in a row because he keeps on coming back. See, here he is back again, just going to spray him down with the glue. Get a 3-kill streak, pick up my counter spy plane, and I'm going to run around the corner looking for the sniper, don't see him, at least not able to shoot him. Here comes this guy with the A name around the corner, so I'm just going to shoot him yet again. I'm on 4 kills. And I want to get this sniper up here because he sniped me in the beginning game. It pissed me off. I think he had Turtle Beaches. I think he heard me coming because as soon as I walked over there, he just turned around and knifed me. And he's just like, nah, bro, you're not going to mess up my sniper. Fuck you. I'm going to go back to sniping. But that's okay. He's going to get his comeuppance. I'm going to come kick his ass later in this game. But that doesn't kick in until about the 5-minute mark. Until then, you're going to get to see me wander around with my Galil and struggle a little bit more. The Galil is a much more popular weapon online. Even though this guy's magical, he's totally immune to my Galil bullets and my ACOG Python. He just sucks up all my bullets and then jumps off the airplane like it doesn't even affect him. Unfortunately, he can't dodge all of my bullets. About 50, 60 bullets later, I'm finally able to kill him. And I am now on top of the Blackbird. You see that little gray piece of fabric? You can hop up on the engine and hide behind that for a little bit of additional cover, which is very nice. You know, I think I'm about to pop out here in a second and go and hunt me a sniper. Yes, there he is. See his head behind that smokestack and that sign. And you get raped. That's what happens when you're not paying attention, sniper, bro. Ooh, lots of glass falling. It'd be so badass if the glass did damage. Like in the original Red Faction, you could shoot out the ceiling, and the glass shards would fall down and kill your enemies in multiplayer. I guess that's what I get for trying to camp. Some dude just comes up behind me out of nowhere. I don't even know. I have a clue where he came from. He's using the FAMAS. The FAMAS is less popular now that it's been nerfed. The nerf was not that extreme, though. What they did is they changed the ADS while running time. They added a little bit of extra delay on the normal ADS time. I can't remember if I die here, if I keep going or not. I think I get shot in just a second while I'm trying to take this point. And they changed the center speed, so it goes from the top of its maximum kick back down to center slower, so your effective recoil is higher, and they changed the distance or the amount of total recoil. That was a good look at the Gersh device. I really should have looked around this map more instead of just running around trying to kill people. So the Galil is still incredibly dangerous at close range. You can't ADS as fast, so you see more people hip firing. But at a longer range, it's more difficult to spray with. It's still a very precise weapon, if not very accurate. The Galil falls in the same class. Did I say the Galil is precise and not accurate? Well, it's the same thing. The Galil and the FAMAS are almost identical, except the Galil shoots slower, so you have more controllable recoil and less recoil over range. The FAMAS shoots faster, more recoil, but it does more damage per second, and you can drop people faster. I prefer the Galil just because I prefer accurate weapons. Neither one of these weapons are accurate. If you just hold down the trigger, spraying on one point, they're both going to drift up and to the right. You're not going to hit jack shit. but they are very precise in that they do the exact same thing over and over and over again. Every time I pull the trigger on the Galil, I know exactly how it's going to kick, so I can correct my recoil very easily with just a little bit of practice, and that's what you got to do with the Galil and the FAMAS. Unfortunately, the AUG, the Commando, and the AK-47, they have a weird side-to-side wobble, and there's no predictability to it. However, they are overall more accurate, so you want to try and center the target and spray and hold down the trigger. Is this the part where I get a sniper rifle? Maybe so. I can't honestly remember. This map is very alien intensive for some reason, and I kind of like the idea of aliens. Not so much the little green men that come down from saucers, or the reptilians, or the alien abductions, and all sorts of unusual things, and everybody has their own theory, and I believe that most of these people are crazy because if you think about all the people that are 100% certain that they've been, did I get a second headshot? I didn't pay attention. 100% certain that they've been abducted by aliens and they know the truth and the light and the way and all this sort of stuff, you'd find that they're reptilian aliens, they're short aliens, they're tall aliens, they're gray aliens, they're white aliens, they're gay aliens, they're Martians, they're from the moon, and all sorts of stuff. But I do believe that somewhere in the universe there is intelligent life. I find it's highly unlikely that they would have contacted Earth, or that they could. I don't know anything about light speed travel or faster than light travel. There's a couple dozen different ways that it could happen in theory, but there's no way that we can do it in practice, or the amounts of energy that would be required to do it, even by the shortcut methods, are very extreme. This is how you snipe like a boss. I'm going to fuck that guy up. Well, I missed my first shot. Maybe that's still not boss sniping, but I'm very much so undercover, waiting for the shot, getting a headshot. I don't want to hear any bullshit about hard scoping. Hard scoping, hard scoping, hard scoping. The reason they give you sniper rifles in this game is so that you can hard scope, so that you can get long range accurate shots, not so you can do 360 YY fakies off a ladder. That's some other kind of nonsense. I'd love to see you guys go to military school and try and, like, yeah, I'm gonna quick scope, and you pull the trigger and the weapon kicks sideways and you don't hit shit and you fall on your ass and the other Marines laugh at you. Yeah, probably wouldn't happen that way. But let's go back to talking about aliens. My mother once told me a story about aliens. She said that she had not seen aliens in her lifetime, but that she had experienced their evidence as a child. She told me lots of other things too, but what she said is that when she was a kid, one night they saw lights in the sky, nothing like super UFO-y about it. Get a nice double kill right here. I'm going to activate my Blackbird. But yes, lights in the sky, typical alien stuff. And the next morning on their walk to school, they lived in rural Kentucky, so they had to walk all the way to school, and there was snow. What they saw on the ground was a huge burned patch of grass, a big circular patch of grass that had been completely burned, all the snow melted, and the grass totally black right there. And they all freaked out, and they associated it with things that they'd seen on TV and thought it would be UFOs. I don't know. Maybe some hillbilly just lit a fire out there. Not sure. People want to know, or have lots of conjecture about, if the federal government or the U.S. government or if any world government knew about aliens or knows about aliens or is keeping something secret from us. My thoughts on this are twofold. Primarily, I really am just not counting on aliens having contacted Earth in any way, shape, form, or fashion, for a variety of reasons, mostly the Drake equation. But if, say, the government did know about aliens, why would they want to go around telling everybody? I mean, largely, I'm trying to articulate my words here, but I'm stuttering like a goober. Ooh, attack dogs. I'm going to just, the attack dogs start off slow, but they're going to come and they're going to rape here in just a second. If you're a government agency, CIA, FBI, NSA, Department of Homeland Security, or a foreign agency, KGB, just any type of intelligence agency, the only commodity that you have to trade is intelligence. The only valuable thing that makes you powerful, that makes you dangerous, besides your spooks and assassins that you can always just hire people to do that sort of stuff, is the information you know about people. And a secret like extraterrestrial life is colossal. If such an agency did discover a UFO spacecraft, alien bodies, that sort of thing, there are very, very good odds that only a handful of people outside of a select research team would even know about it. You ask, would the president know? Probably not. They would probably not mention it to the president. The president would probably have to pry and call in favors and make orders and make threats just to try and get access to this sort of information. And even if, say, everybody in government cooperates with each other, and part of the presidential briefing is, hey, guess what? Yo, you know that thing that landed in Roswell? That wasn't a weather balloon. That was actually an alien. There's no way in hell that anybody would ever tell the general public about that, because it would incite an absolute panic. You would think it would be good news to know that we're not alone in the universe, but more than likely what would happen is a lot of people would go absolutely nuts. I'm tearing it up here. I'm going nuts here with these guns. Absolutely nuts for a variety of religious reasons. They'd believe the Bible is invalid, the Quran and the Talmud is invalid because of aliens. Do aliens go to heaven? Aliens go to hell? Are the aliens atheists? Do the aliens have God? That's crazy. That just throws a whole monkey wrench in our society right there. Not to mention the fact that if an alien race contacts us, that means that they are definitely more technologically advanced than us, and it's going to sink into everybody, whether they know it or like it or not, that we are no longer number one on the food chain. And in a very primitive kind of way, aliens do have the potential to absolutely vaporize us, to turn this planet into dust and kick our ass for any arbitrary reason. You think the differences in culture between people are vast. Imagine the difference in culture between races, light years apart and millions of years apart on an evolutionary or civilization scale. The culture, I don't even know how it would even line up. So it would scare the ever-living shit out of everybody in the world. So there would be absolutely no reason to announce that we've ever had contact with aliens ever. And it probably would get buried away in a place like this. This was my first game on Hangar 18, or my second game, my first full game. I think it did okay, 36-8, kicking some ass with that sniper rifle. Unfortunately, I get to be the last death because I sprayed a little bit too much with my Galil. I'm still trying right here, running out of bullets. This guy's FAMAS, and he still thinks his FAMAS is the best gun in the game. Whatever. Psh, noob. And I hope you enjoyed the commentary. If you liked it, subscribe. Drifter out.